do it. Nice. Okay.
We back. Wait. Chicken. There's something I wanted to wear on stream, but
Make yourself at home, Captain.
it's dirty, and I washed it, and the stains didn't come out, so I put some more stain removal stuff on it, and I'm washing it again. That captain sold Harris something called the Rearranger, then left before we discovered the damn thing doesn't work. Only thing it rearranged is the number of bits in Harris's cart. Looks like some strange weapon, or a strange check or a weapon. Maybe a scientist can make something of it. Result 2 from the site safety officer's incident report. Jock Caulfield could save him. Now I gotta arrest Harris for his murder. Confiscated that weapon he used and stored it in Birdie's office for now. Figure the least the site supervisor can do is fill out the forms for whatever that damn thing is. Don't know how I'm going to detain Harris. Not like we got prison cells on this rock. Result 3 from Barber's coronary inquest. Given name Lemuel. Family name Hereford. Employment status indenture. Contract term 35 years, 2 months, 16 days. 5 hours, 33 minutes approximate remaining. Time of deceasement 1827 hours approximate. Cause of deceasement blunt force trauma, weapon unknown, took a good whack to the noggin, the facial area to be specifical about it. It's all twisted up too. Nose is 5 times too big, jaw is shrunk to almost nothing. Teeth are all out of kilter, though I suppose that was true pre-deceasement. If the blow itself didn't kill him, there's no way he could have breathed with all that damage. Hawthorne's terminal mentioned. I'm really liking it. I like that it's more streamlined than the Fallout games, but it basically is Fallout. I'm trying to see here. Hawthorne's terminal mentioned searching black market vendors on Groundbreaker and Fallbrook. Apparently had success in the past finding rare items using such sources. Purchasing old logs or data archives from these vendors might lead to clues about where to find more. Powerful science weapons. Okay. Well, I want to do this first. No. This. Right? Yeah. Oh, wow.
Destination reached. Scylla.
I don't know if my ears are just wonky today, but the game seems quieter to me. I think I need this guy, so... I mean, I probably don't need him, but I think this is his mission.
Scylla. No laws, no lines, and a whole lot of guns. I love this place.
Can't walk 5 meters without stubbing your toe on a loose rock here.
I like that as soon as I press the elevator button, they teleport to it. Terraformer. Thing is humongous. Combat drone. Oh, a headless man. Everyone's favorite.
Take your best shot, asshole. Here we go. How about that?
Oh, she just got wrecked. Wow. That was intense. At least I leveled up from it. I think, yeah, I want to do this. Nice. because now they have a better armor, which is awesome. And hopefully it'll protect them from situations like that again.
Hey, Outlaw. You know, you didn't have to shoot me down if you wanted an autograph.
Shut up now. Might get out of this alive.
Shoot.
Can we hurry this up? I want that ship gutted before the primals find us.
Gotcha, bro, it worked. That was fun.
Nailing them all, nailing them all. 420. Boop, 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 boop.
Everyone all right?
Mechanical or medical auto mechanical. Whoa.
Tremendous work, friend. Here I was readying a daring maneuver, and you've come and saved me the trouble.
Well, sure you were.
Why does that sound familiar?
It's Ellie. Excellent timing. Hello, Ellie. What a pleasure it is to see your sparkling beauty in this barren waste.
It's Dr. Fenhill.
You two know each other?
I certainly know his ex-crew. Mostly from the operating table. I've probably seen more of them than he has.
How cruel you are. I distinctly remember a special party at the Lost Hope Bar on Groundbreaker where
We did not.
Oh, fine.
Well,
but
we did just get
almost.
420 experience, so
Keep going, and you're gonna see how good this automech is at picking up
that's
teeth.
all I'm gonna say.
Symptoms detected. Elevated heart rate, dilated pupils, increased sweat production. Subject appears to be terrified.
I'm not terrified, you bucket of bolts. That's victory sweat.
Victory sweat.
The one and only.
Is that what they're calling it these
Wait,
days?
who's asking? Wanda didn't send you, did she?
No, I don't know any Wanda.
I wager she told you to say that, the sly old bird. I swear, land on Groundbreaker even a moment tardy, and that busybody's already been up your ass an hour. You tell her these automechs are coming, and sending a hired stooge to rescue me from certain peril only furthers my delay.
I got
No
a pistol
offense.
from him? Any idea what those pirates were after?
Meds, I'm guessing. Pirates love bits, and unlabeled meds are worth a bundle.
What will you do now?
Well, I've got some repairs to do. Thankfully, I'm as skilled a mechanic as I am a violence resolution expert. Then, to the Groundbreaker. Better late than never, I say. Unless you're very late. Then you might consider defaulting and skipping station. Those fees will bankrupt you.
Alright then. Do I have anything else here? A science weapon here. What's over here? Interesting. I wonder what it is. Actually, let's look at this gun we just got from him. Is this it? Ultimatum? Is that it? I don't even remember getting this. They have level ups. Nice. Any damage that would kill you instead heals a small amount of damage. What? I don't know. I'm gonna do this one. Shake it off. Shake it off. Ooh. It increases science weapon damage. Yeah, we'll do that one. I don't like him very much, but what's he got? Tactical shotgun. Yeah, maybe let's swap that out. Give him that. Holy crap, her weapon does a lot of damage.
This is a monument to man's intelligence and strength.
There's no credible research on the health effects of standing directly under a terraformer, Captain. In case you were wondering.
I want to see. Is it gonna kill me? Oh. A little bit.
I smite you in the name of the law.
Practicing this!
I always do that. How's she gonna get right in my way?
Nice one, Captain.
Oh, that's a dead one. He really wiped them out like that?
Someone else will
Like,
clean this up, right?
he was almost dead. Yeah, it is kind of like GTA. I forgot totally about that. Because I never really played the story missions. I did like 50% of it, but I never finished it.
Place never even had a bar. No wonder it's abandoned.
Looks abandoned, but looks can be deceiving.
Oops. There's definitely guardians here. Mechs.
Nice one.
Not very sneaky. I love that plasma weapons. What is this? Automechanicals now give you the willies, and when they're attacking your party, you're not as effective as you should be. Yeah. No, I'm gonna reject that. That's some nonsense. vending machine discovered? Where? Oh. I really need to upgrade the plasma carbine that I have so I can switch my plasma rifle to that. Stun baton ultra. Shock cannon. Shock cannon. Alright. Is the weapon just like inside of this building? Or... That's what it looks like. Okay. So let's go ahead and get in here. Oh, wow. That was easy. Mandibular rearranger. Messages. All messages sent and received by this terminal are property of Hephaestus Mining Corporation. Personal messages may be sent with supervisor's approval. Cost of personal messages will be deducted from employee's salary. Please select the message you wish to view. Preliminary results. We've completed our initial survey, and I have to admit that your hunch was right. I owe you lunch next time I'm on Terra 1. We barely started our survey before we uncovered a mineral vein with high densities of yttrium and scandium. There's a limit of how much my team can extract in these pressure suits. Get us a terraformer and some prospecting mechanicals, and this little venture of ours is going to make us all rich. Hope the weather on Terra 1 isn't getting you down. I hear our permanent facility on Hephaestus is almost ready for habitation. Status report. Thanks for rushing us that replacement part, Linda. My team got the former repaired, and it's busy churning out O2 again. Did you have to send one loaded with seed stock? Damn grasses are triggering my allergies. Survey efforts continue. That initial vein ran dry quicker than we hoped, but we're getting promising results from other locations. Density of scandium lower than first sight, but yttrium still at respectable levels. We had a board team out here last week scanning for signals from the Hope. We could all guess the results from how unhappy they looked. It's been 3 years since the board classified the ship as missing. You'd think we'd be over it now. Oh yeah, strawberries. I love strawberries. Thackeray. Congratulations on your promotion, youngest full VP in company history. Just promise me you won't promote that drillbit Needham to replace you. Bad news, Lynn. All the sites within the former's dome have run dry. The mechanicals are bringing back good samples from beyond the retention field. I'll be sending you a requisition for a hauler to relocate the terraformer closer to the new sites. My team heard that you arranged some circus time traveling show to stop at our base. It was a big boost to morale. We can't wait for some entertainment out here. Denial of site relocation. Thackeray, your request for site relocation on that useless rock is denied. You've had over a year to generate profit. If you haven't done it by now, it's not going to happen. And Evers is too busy to hide your incompetence. I don't want to hear any of your absurd excuses either. The terraformer failure was bad enough, but this drivel about primals running loose and damaging your equipment is the limit to utter limit. Do you hear? Operations at your site are terminated, effective immediately. I've got a new site in mind for you. One of the rocks orbiting Hephaestus. Temps are a cool 170 degrees Celsius. You'll love it. Holy crap. Logs. Happy birthday, Julia. A visiting board team reminded me of the date. We should be celebrating your 42nd birthday today. I'd try to get you drunk with the latest Rizzo concoction. You'd turn up your nose and say it was nowhere near as good as an earth wine. I don't know where you are, big sis. It's been 13 years since you entered hibernation, since the Hope started its journey. I don't know what happened, why you never got here. If the architect is kind, you didn't suffer. I think about you all the time. Every time one of the big interstellar conveyors blazes past, I look up and hope. Whoever named that damn ship should take a walk in the ether. I'm so sorry. I should have never convinced you to sign the indenture contract to join me on Halcyon. I'll never stop thinking about you, Jules. Please forgive me. Reminder, ask about Sublight. Ask Linda for info on this Sublight company. That freighter captain claimed to work for them. Very strange ship. No corporate branding or colors. The captain didn't wear an approved uniform. Dealing with him left me feeling out of sorts. Had some interesting items for sale though. Can't shake the feeling that they fell off the back of a conveyor. That captain sold Harris something called the Rearranger, then left before we discovered the damn thing doesn't work. Only thing it rearranges the number of bits on Harris's car. It looks like some strange tech. Maybe a scientist can make something of it. Okay, that part was in the other email that I read. Energizing ointment. Lemon slap. Slap that lemon. When life gives you lemons, slap. Bye. Okay. This thing does not do nearly as much damage as my other weapons, but I kind of want to try it because they're supposed to have like special qualities about them. Don't check everything. Yeah, I've heard about people who have finished this game already and are doing their second playthrough, and I'm like, y'all definitely didn't do everything. Like, you ran through that shit. This is a one-hander. I'll trade out this just to try it. But it's gonna be pretty weak. Alright, perfect person to try it on.
Huh? What was that?
Oh shit, it makes his body parts like different sizes. Oh yeah. All day long. I whistle while I whack it. This is hilarious. That's a very funny weapon, but I'm not gonna use it. Oh no. Let's try this one now. And I'll pull this one back out. Or not? What the heck? It won't let me pull it back out? Oh, because it's in my hand. I hate that. What is that in the handle? Like batteries or something? Is that supposed to indicate what element it is? Because this weapon changes elements when you swing it. But it does way less damage than my other two-handed hammer. I guess I was supposed to get it sooner, but... What level am I? 15. Cool. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, let's give Felix and the other girl her level. Parvati, that's her name. Damage to corporate military. See, his perks are boring. I'll do this one because his ability is weird. Chance of immediately resetting this commander's ability. Increase the damage output of this companion for a short period after performing their companion ability. That's neat. Okay. Radio Free Monarch. That's on Stellar Bay. Have to go back to Dorset. That's on Stellar Bay. Oh yeah. Okay, that's on Monarch. This is the mission I thought that I needed Vicar for. Or this is the mission I need Vicar for. Alright, let's go back to Dorset and then... Wait, Dr. Dorset's on Monarch? No, I had the wrong one. Selected. Thought she was on Groundbreaker.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Sweet.
I'll lock up behind.
I'm gonna bring my robot this time. Because I've never used him before. Do you like zombies? You hate zombies? Well, there's this great show that just came out on Netflix called Daybreak. And it's a zombie show, but it's really good. I'm watching it. Yeah, I remember seeing something for it a while ago, and I completely forgot about it. And then it came out, my friend watched it.
Were I a gambling woman, I'd wager you're responsible for my
told me to
mechanical
watch it.
safe return. I can't thank you enough.
Great. Thanks for not thanking me enough. Oh wow, her robot got here. It's good, and there's a lot of references to other stuff in it. Never noticed this before. Oh, maybe it wasn't there. McRed. Gunner McRed, dead or alive, for several counts of public intoxication, destruction of Groundbreaker property, unpaid docking fees, and resisting arrest. Contact Commandant Sanita if you have any information concerning McRed's whereabouts. Failure to report a tip may result in imprisonment and a fine. Proof of kill required to collect reward. Well, I don't know who this McRed guy is, but I want to kill him so I can get a bounty.
You see we had a conveyor pull in?
Let's go to this mission now. Oh wait, actually, sorry. This one first. Because that one's been sitting in my quest log for a long time. I mean, those both have. But
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
that's fantastic, Ada. Thanks for the updates. Let's go check on him.
You watching the Aetherwaves last night? I don't want to ruin the surprise. Let's just say it involved a whole mess of tossball players and the biggest Manta Queen I ever saw.
Maybe I could borrow that sometime?
Wow, that was a riveting conversation. I'm glad I dropped in on it. I don't understand why this cursor has to be so slow.
I have received a transmission from Roseway, from a Dr. Shaw.
Okay.
Welcome back, Captain. I have received a transmission from Roseway, from a Dr. Shaw. Beginning playback now.
What? Oh, is this on? Oh, it's on right now. Oh, blast. Hello? I'm trying to reach the captain of the Unreliable. I'll keep this short, lest I get caught. Please return to Roseway as soon as you can. I have an item of great value that you'll be interested in. Now, how does this blasted thing turn off? Damn engineers never label these
He's
toggles
finished
clearly.
the weapon, I guess.
Is it
The transmission is complete, Captain. I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your
See
return.
you later, alligator. I'm definitely not bringing him with me. Let's do these two. Does Max have level ups like all the rest of them? Let's see. Oh, Sam, not Max. Okay. It's aesthetic as fuck. Let's do his base health. And we'll do reduce negative reputation for when Sam for kills when Sam's in the party. No, let's just up his range damage. Sam deals bonus damage to auto mechanicals, swaps weapons, increase the damage dealt by his ability, Chance to immediately reset. Yeah, let's do this one.
Estimated cleaning time, 59.11 minutes.
Wonder if it's empty.
Doesn't look empty. What am I even here for? Can I shoot this? Jeweled ring. Tactical shotgun.
Time to take out the trash.
Yeah! Now that was fun!
Blow up mine. Examine. I've had to start a new journal. I cannot read my previous entries without the whispers tempting me. The whispers do not stop. Every person I see, the whispers tell me to help them. They show me the pain and longing hiding in their eyes. They tell me how these people need the gifts I can give. All it would take is a few moments with a blade. A bright, bright, bright fountain of crimson to delight the eyes, and all of their pain would be gone. I could do it. I know how to help them. It gets harder and harder to stop myself. I saw a friend today. An old friend from school who's now a doctor for Auntie Cleo. I told him about my dreams. Nothing outright. Oh no, I'm not so foolish as that. I told him it was an old book I'd found and described my dreams and whispers as happening to a character in the book. I asked him how he'd helped this character. He looked at me and he knew. He knew! The whispers told me to end his pain. And that he'd tell. I got up and left quickly. I did not hurt him. Not. I have to leave Byzantium. He will tell. They'll come for me and lock me away. I must find a secret place. A place I can be alone. A place with no whispers. Alright then. Pickaxe. That would be a fun weapon to use. If it were any good. But I'm sure it isn't. Ooh, here we go. Shot cannon. Lubrinescine? It's pretty good. Oops, he sees me.
Job classification. Flawlessly finished.
Unexpected noise.
Good news, customer. All germs and contaminants have been neutralized.
Alright, it's a pretty good hammer. Knock you out, bar. Just give me like extra melee or something. I pick up all this crap, but I never use it. Absolutely never. I just felt like this went to somewhere. Doesn't seem like it does. Can I jump on this? No, you can't jump. How do you get up there? Oh, here's something over here. The Whispers have a source and I have found it. Found it! I have taken refuge on an orbital relay station. It is smaller than a worker's hovel, barely a few thousand square meters, but sufficient for my needs. I was able to flee Byzantium with enough bits to purchase supplies to last for decades. It was strange being among common people on the Groundbreaker. The Whispers barely stirred at the sight of their ill-fed, scarred, and unwashed bodies. If only there were fewer freighters docking there, bringing real people from Byzantium, I could almost have made a home free of temptation. Free. As I made this place livable, or as much as it can be, I started hearing the Whispers from the relay terminal. They told me to listen to the voices traveling through the ether to reach me, calling out to me to help them alone, lonely, needing my help. I found a way to power down the transmitter. No more voices in the ether, and no more whispers. They fell silent. This was not me. It's not. I am not this foul thing that I have feared for so long. It was the voices in the ether trying to make me hurt others. But I was stronger than they, and I have defeated them. I have already began making plans to return to my home now that the Whispers are defeated. I can resume my life again. I can't wait to return. I miss my family and co-workers so much, especially Delilah. Leaf. Sentry Saber Mark II. Come on. You got this. Come on. Get up. Give me that tobacco horn. This is the room I was already in. Okay. Just making sure. This place isn't very big. I've already done like a full circle. Janitor. I can use the melee button to use this weapon, which I think is pretty funny. I killed the janitor. Oh, I thought he was back to life for a second.
Everyone all right?
Oh no.
Preparing body bag for use.
Yeah, he's long gone.
He killed himself. Relay control terminal passcode. Silencer. I was wrong. The Whispers did not stop. Not. They have returned. They howl at me, demanding I return home and bathe the streets in crimson. Bright crimson, beautiful crimson. I could think of only one way to end this. End. Forgive me, Delilah. That poor psychotic fuck. It takes a lot of lockpicks. Oh, I figured this might go to the same place. It doesn't look like it does. Oh wait, there's a book here. Examine. Security Automechanical Manual. The instructions printed on this manual have been covered by a most illegible scrawl. Entire paragraphs are crossed out with frantic lines in dark ink. In some places, the pages are torn through from the force of whoever wielded the pen. One section, describing the correct procedures for setting automechanicals on a proper charging schedule, is mostly untouched. Random letters within the text are circled as though the owner were trying to discover some message hidden within. Anything else in here? Oh, another journal. A beautiful dream. Last night I dreamed and it was beautiful. The streets of Byzantium were decorated with crimson streamers that laughed in the breeze. They asked me to take them, so to give them to my special ones. I gathered the crimson in my arms and felt so alive, so happy. I turned and Delilah was beside me. I did not question why my supervisor was there, her eyes so full of the emotions I know she feels but dares not show at work. I wrapped her neck in crimson, tying it tight as a scarf on a cold day, so beautiful. Then the crimson on her neck opened as a second mouth and began screaming. When I awoke, I was scared. The dreams are so real now, and this time I recognized a face. I had to leave work early today. Every time I looked at Delilah, I heard a whisper in my mind about how beautiful she would look with a touch of crimson on her neck. Her neck. This must stop. This is not who I am. This is not who I will become. I must find help. Town and country. Very much Psycho. Okay, this is back to where I came in. She sounds fire. I mean, he's clearly into it. Alright. Display unit status. Hostility level. Kill on sight. Hostility override for owners active. List of valid owners, Alexander J. Frey. Update security routines. Hack. I guess I could have used this before going through the whole thing and not had to kill anything. Oh well, I still got the XP. There's one last room to open. I would like to not open it, just because it takes lockpicks, but it takes 5 whole lockpicks. Holy crap. It'd be great if there were 5 lockpicks in here. Ooh, there's a ladder. That was not worth it. That wasn't worth it at all. There is nothing of worth up here. Okay. Oh wait, there's a terminal here. Activate relay transmitter. Routing power to transmitter array. Pathways are synced. Conducting power test. Power is stable. Initiating transmitter array diagnostics. Diagnostics report that 26 out of 28 arrays are functionally operational. Transmitting activation ping to Groundbreaker. Ping has been received. Results. Transmitter relay activation is complete. Complete copy. Cool. I have gained relay transmitter data. return to data backup. The data backup to Edna Ingmeyer of on the Groundbreaker. I had a feeling I should have done this one first, just so I wouldn't have to go back to the Groundbreaker again. But I didn't do it.
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen.
I do not care. Wait, I have companions called Sam and Max? Oh, his name is Vicar. Oh, I never did her level up. Into that one. Back to the Groundbreaker.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
I don't want to go talk to Phineas because
Stay
he
safe
said if
out
I have
there.
any questions I can go talk to him. I don't necessarily have any questions, but I'd like to see what he has to say. Some of the music is good. None of it's bad. Some of it I just don't even notice. Oh yeah, I forgot this mission was for this weird girl.
My comm center already got an update ping from the backup relay. I trust everything went smoothly.
Here's your data.
Thanks. That's odd. The only messages in the queue are encrypted ones. Looking at
That's
the
so
transmission
odd.
logs, the relay hasn't received a single unencrypted message in the past 36 months. Must be on account of some new security red tape. Well, whatever's the cause, the board and the Earth Minister will see it sorted. Thanks
The
again for
Minister
saving
of
my
Earth.
derriere. I secured quite the payment authorization for you from Chief Junlei. Try not to spend it all in one place.
Dang. Everybody likes me. Had maximum positive reputation with 3 factions. I haven't even been keeping track of my reputation. Revering. Wow. I'm 100% with the deserters. Spacer's Choice. A lot of them hate me. Wow. I'm 80% positive and also 65% negative. Don't know how that works, but okay. Wow, my character looks weird. I don't even have max positive rating with... Wait, where does this go? Oh, that goes down to the lower deck. That's where it goes. Yeah, the story's pretty good so far, though. Keeps me interested. I like, for the most part, all of the side quests that I've done have tied into the main story. Except for that one that I just did. But I like the little side story that we got there with that crazy guy. Wonder if we'll learn more about that guy when we get to Byzantium. Because I know we've learned more
stop
about...
in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
Oh, snap. Wait, this is the engine room, didn't they? Which is not up here. Oh wow, I didn't even crack my legs.
You think you don't hear it, but you don't feel it. I know better. I just wish you could stick up for yourself.
Come see Sam? Oh, sweetie, ya? Here, I was just leaving.
No, you weren't.
Hey, Captain. I got a thing I want to ask you. It's kind of big.
Oh, snap. What do you need?
I was thinking about what you said before, after we went to the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. I reckon you're right. I think I'm ready to stop fretting and fussing and ask Junlei to go steady, straight out. And I'm thinking of doing it here, on the ship.
You mean... That's sweet. Can I help?
I was kind of hoping you'd offer. The thing is, I can't ask her over like this. I mean, look at me. I'm all covered in engine grease and I ain't showered in nigh on a week. Smell like sweat most days and, well, don't look too close to my fingernails.
Shop for cleansing
I was
products?
thinking, hoping, we could stop by Groundbreaker for gas supplies.
Groundbreaker's got a lot of vendors. What are you thinking?
Oh, that nice older lady in the rest and go, Miss Gladys? She seemed to know lots of things. Maybe she knows where to find fancy soap.
Man, I've got so much stuff in my inventory. Can't I just give it to you? Easy enough. We could head straight over.
I mean, only if you're not busy. Or when you're heading through Groundbreaker for something else. You don't gotta change plans on account of me. Anyhow, next time we dock in Groundbreaker, let me know. Because
We're
I want
literally
to come
docked
with.
there now. Okay.
Issuing sanitation ticket. Error! Refill printer paper.
I'm not gonna fire Sam. Alright, let's see this quest. Don't bite the sun. Let's do it. Ow. Okay. What?
This is Halcyon.
Halcyon. Coming to talk to her?
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late.
My engineer is looking to do some deep cleansing. Wants to impress Chief Jun Lei.
I think I got just the thing, my dear. A few years back, Auntie Cleo's put out a home makeover kit, and I snagged a couple for myself.
Fantastic.
High-grade shampoo and conditioner, scrubby brush, a nice lotion, that sort of thing. I still got 'em too.
What's the scrubby brush for?
Cleaning around your nails, sweetheart. Gets the engine grease out. Makes your hands soft. Most folk don't got the time. Or bathtubs for such. Me included. I'll let you have one on clearance. You want rosish, mock apple and cinnamon, or refurbished ship?
Rosish. When it comes to romance, you can't go wrong with the classic. How about mock apple and cinnamon? Parvati sweet, just like a pie. An engineer might like refurbished ship, scrub parts and all that. Let's ask Parvati.
Oh gosh, we never talked about what kind of smells she likes. I think pretty much every spot on Groundbreaker just smells like old socks.
It comes down to what sort of intent you got. If I was looking to do a spy job over in engineering, I'd be safe with refurbished ship. Now, if I was a young thing trying to come on all precious-like, I'd probably go with rosish. But if I was doing it for my own self, I'd pick mock apples and cinnamon.
I guess you could eeny, miny, moe it?
Take your time, dear. A lady's scent says a lot about her.
Let's do rosish. Right? She's trying to come on strong. Let's do some rosish.
We didn't have anything rosish in Edgewater. I heard it smells real pretty, though.
I'll just wrap that up for you, since it's for a special occasion.
I'll pay for that, ma'am. Thanks for being so
Great.
helpful.
You're welcome, dear.
Thanks for your time.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
Now what? Speak to her. Okay.
Groundbreaker's safe from melting to bits now. Lots of good people can rest easy because of you.
Yep. What do you think of the new guy, Felix?
He seems like a nice boy to me. I'm glad you gave him a shot.
Thought you didn't like strangers generally.
Yeah, but I got a good feeling about him, is all. I mean, sure, he's a bit rough around the edges. I bet he just needs somebody to show him a better path.
You're saying I could sculpt him into an ideal minion? You seriously think I'm the right sort to put him on the right course in life?
You might surprise yourself. I hope this fancy soap we got is extra strength. I'm feeling a mite ripe.
So there's your soap.
Oh, thanks, Captain. I'm gonna put these someplace safe. In her messages, Jun Lei said her mama used to make this dish for Monarch. Dustback casserole.
Sounds
Salt tuna
awful.
and xenogold needle mushrooms. And then for dessert, there's a thing called, sweetheart cake. It's made with almond paste and wax gourds.
So we have to go shopping
There's
in
gotta
other
be some place in
places.
Stellar Bay that can bake a casserole. And I heard tell there's a Rizzo's town near there called Cascadia, what specializes in sweets.
Alright, we'll figure it out.
Thanks, Captain. I know I'm asking an awful lot, but I'm sure it's gonna be worth it.
I don't care what you ask me because I'm getting experience from it. And I gotta get that sweet, sweet level up. Just a little science, you can tinker your weapons and armor at a workbench. Adrenal will always be equipped in your inhaler unless you run out, and will heal you with each use. Alright.
Pick up any more strays while you were out? I suppose if the crew's quarters fill up, we could hang hammocks in the cargo hold.
Can we actually do that? I don't think so. Because that would be great if I never had to send any of my companions off. Yeah, let's go back to Phineas's lab, because I feel like he has something to say.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
And then, on to Monarch. Never touch this. Alrighty. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, baby.
What's on your mind?
Oh, I guess he has nothing to say. What movie is it? I don't remember. I was just quoting. Sometimes I do that. Oh, Goofy movie. Awesome. That was one of my favorite movies as a kid. Good old Pauly Shore. I have a Powerline t-shirt.
Captain, Felix and the Vicar are arguing again.
I don't care. Really? I know all of Back to the Future like that. Cascadia landing pad. You need to see them. They're classics. It was Back to the Future today, last week. I want to do this mission. So wherever I guess I'll land on this one. I don't know why I would land on the Cascadia one.
We are now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
Thanks, Ada. Alright, so I need Vicar Max. And we'll bring Sam, because I haven't really seen him do much yet. And then I have Sam and Max. Which I guess if you don't know what that is, it sounds like I just randomly said two names together. But Sam & Max was a LucasArts point-and-click adventure series. Wow, I got an achievement. Reach Stellar Bay. What you got for me? Nothing. There's no reason to use this. Wow, that's a lot of ammo. Is there anyone watching me? I bet this guy is a fairy tale.
Hold on there. I gotta sign you in.
What if I just kill you?
Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
You seem surprised.
You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off.
What are they doing out there?
You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon.
And to think
Please
I was
state your
gonna
name
kill
for the
this guy.
records. Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code.
Nice.
I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill.
Is Stellar Bay really that isolated?
We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are Sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago.
You're not what I expected to find on Monarch.
Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly.
Are you saying the board's been lying about this place?
Oh, sure. They make Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell.
Ah, the nostalgic stench of home. Can't say I miss the day-to-day of living in Edgewater.
Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though.
I'm gonna have a look around town.
Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor?
That depends. What is it?
I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tossball poster coming in on the next Sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself.
The Black Hole.
Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
Who's the Black Hole?
That's Bertie Holcomb. Only one of the greatest tossball hackers ever. Everyone's heard of him, even on Monarch. We still get some of the games. You been living in a sulfur pit or something?
Yes. Actually, but why is he called the Black Hole?
On account of him being the best hacker who ever played. Nothing gets by him. He sucks up every ball that comes his way.
I was actually wondering that. Why is he called the Black Hole? He sucks up every ball that comes his way. Maybe word that differently.
Well, Holcomb's had a lot of nicknames over his career. Used to be the tallywhacker on account of what he'd do to the score. Before that, he was the slick stick, because his shots were always so smooth.
Yeah. Before that, he was Slick Stick, because his shots are always so smooth. You're making this up.
I swear I'm not. At the start of his career, people called him the Hack Boss, but no one thought that was very catchy.
This poster sounds pretty valuable.
I couldn't really say, I'm just a fan of the game. But the fancy collector types say the more people see these things, the less valuable they are. And I figure my poster's been passed around by more than a few people by now.
These people are extremely naive, though. They're like, yes, please do my
Thanks
bidding.
a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
I like that his eye patch has to have 3 straps on it, because 2 straps are not enough to contain his eye patchy goodness. What do we have here? 26, 46. That's pretty good. 12. 12. Sentry Saber Mark II? Ooh, Impact Hammer Mark II. I don't want to buy it though. I'll probably start finding them soon. That's some shitty armor. It's Spencer's choice. 22, 14, 6, 26. What's this? Shock damage. The Yacht Club discovered. Look, a hole in the wall.
Wrap mask and painted eyes, right here.
Sir, please, I need your help. I can pay.
Needham. Wasn't that the name of the person that was the vice president? The guy told him not to make him replace?
Stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's
Himself?
wrong. Like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a Raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak.
Your child is missing? Where'd you last see him? Calm down, take a breath, then tell me what happened.
Don't you tell me to calm down.
Oh, snap.
I promised my boy I'd protect him for always. But how can I keep him safe if he's run away? He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the Raptidons, Mantisaurs, and Marauders, the toxic sulfur pools and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen. Please, won't you go and find my boy?
This boy's probably better off, I'm gonna be honest. Did you say there was a reward involved with this quest?
Well, I guess I can't ask you to leave the town walls for free. It is deathly dangerous out there. I've got some bits saved up for a rainy day. I'll give you every last one if you just bring my Tucker back to me. I won't even be mad at him running off. You tell him I won't be mad.
Why would Tucker run away?
He's been pining for an adventure. Says he's tired of living cooped up behind the walls. But he doesn't understand how dangerous it is out there. I warned him. A Raptidon would snap him up first chance it got. I just
Tucker.
know once
Rip.
ripped his arm off and is gnawing on his sweet little fingers. He should have listened to his mama. I promised I'd keep him safe here with me.
Where would he have gone?
He's been listening to those awful broadcasts that the iconoclasts put out. I begged Sanjar to put a stop to them, but did he? No!
It's that darn
And
rock
now
music
I
that
just
got
know
him.
my boys run off to Amber Heights. That is, if a Manta Queen hasn't spooled out and eaten his entrails for breakfast already.
What were you saying about the iconoclasts?
Those low-life degenerates, leading innocent boys into a life of danger. Oh, they make it sound so exciting. Like it's noble to risk it all out there, fighting for the greater good. How noble is it
It's
to
a
worry
bunch
your
of Bear
loved ones?
Grylls out
Not
there.
at all, I say. But still they preach their sermons of anarchy and rebellion to anyone who'll listen. If they weren't holed up in Amber Heights, I'd knock them all upside the head.
Where's Amber Heights?
That old settlement, southwest of Stellar Bay. I don't know which is worse, the thought of my son shacking up with the nutty iconoclasts, or that he never made it. Sprats could be nesting in his rotting body alongside the road as we speak.
Well, that's blunt.
Or maybe marauders got him, pulled all his teeth out, crushed him into their drugs and made him snort them. Oh, the
What?
things that could happen to my sweet baby.
I'll find him.
Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
Alright, let's go to find this Reginald fellow. And then maybe we'll find Tucker. I hope I have the option to find him and not return him. Because his mom is a piece of work. I meant to look in there when I was in there if there was a ceiling or a roof over that town
Rising.
because
Concentrated amount of scum present ahead.
The trick is not to breathe through your nose.
she mentioned how there were acid pools or something, and I'm pretty sure that would
Mega messy.
make acid rain.
Resuming passive mode.
Give me that wine. Some cheese with that wine. Man, this takes 4 lockpicks. All these things eating up my lockpicks. Deadeye assault rifle.
Here we go. Good hit.
Oh, it's dead.
Fulfilled.
I'm swapping back this to the other one. My better hammer. Which is in here somewhere. Is it? Oh, it's only slightly better. I think it's because I upgraded my science. I think that makes... Oh, nice. More picks. I think that makes the damage of special weapons go up. Does that mean the damage on this went up? No, it's still pretty low. Oh. I thought I was going to get to read the book. But it's just a book. Can I have that hat? Oh my gosh. Telescoping staff Mark II. Wait. I knew I saw some stuff. All right. Back on the trail, back on the trail. Let's not get distracted. Wow, that's really far away. Let's see if this boy is closer. Somewhat. It's one of those famous acid pits.
Dirt alert! Dirt alert!
Dirt alert? Oh, that's right. He recognizes enemies as dirt.
Middle name. Cycle complete.
He's probably not the best companion to have out here. This is an acid planet, and he does acid damage. But it's who I brought, so I'll live with that decision. She said, "Oh, it's just south of here." Oh, nice, another flamethrower. Wait, what's this? Wrapped it on me, okay. Tuck a boy. What we got over here? Anything of worth? Armor parts. Pasta pack. Cosmic smoke. Ammo. Riot control helmet. Alright, let's blow this town. It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. Hello, person.
Well, hello, and welcome to the home of the Iconoclasts. I'm Rose. Please take a pamphlet.
Oh boy.
In it, you'll find everything you need to know about Graham, his Philosophist truths, and the Iconoclast way. He wrote it himself, you know. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting we're out of pamphlets. Gosh, blast it.
You're offering me a pamphlet you don't have?
I'm so sorry. It's a habit, I suppose. We used to have plenty, but we ran out of paper and ink. Ever since the corporations left, it's been hard to come by the basics. But you know what we do have? Freedom! This is the only place in Halcyon you'll find it. No corporations, no shackles, no problems.
No problems? What about Raptidons or Marauders?
Oh, those are just hurdles. We deal with them as they come. You're welcome to stay with us, so long as you can earn your keep.
I'm just looking for work. Do you have a boss or a leader or something?
Oh, sure. Graham's our founder. He taught us how to cut our own path in the wilderness. And I guess some folk have started following Zora's orders. You can think of those two as our leaders, but they're more like examples. We all ought to be more like them.
Tell me about Graham.
Why, he's our founder.
Mm-hmm.
Graham taught us about philosophism. Through him, we came to the eternal truth.
Which is?
I'm glad you're asking, by the way. I hope you'll consider staying.
She didn't tell me anything about him. Tell me about Zora.
Well, she's been with us since the beginning. I think she was our Sawbones back then, but now she's more like our commander.
Sawbones?
She goes and finds people in the wilderness and gets them to come here. And she keeps us from being chewed on and whatnot. She's liable to take your head off if you screw up, but then she'll sew it back on for you.
Great. Where can I find them?
Graham's place is in the large building straight back. Zora's sometimes there talking with him, but usually she's in the triage clinic next door.
Why are you here and not in Stellar Bay?
Oh, Graham settled here a long time ago. Shoot, I wish I had a pamphlet to give you. It's all in there. I wasn't around back then, but they say a lot of the old MSI corporate folks died here. He calls it a spiritual metaphor, something about rising from the ashes.
Got it. Hey, before I go, I'm looking for a Tucker. Have you seen him?
The new boy! Yes, he's quite clever. He took to our teachings very quickly. Last I saw him, he was headed into one of the buildings up the hill.
These are some creepy-ass people.
Damn philosophists.
Sam, making blood-stained clean again.
Rioter. How much money do I have? Not a ton. Revolutionist. Do you have a name? No. You have a terminal. Dear Diary. Graham taught me how to meditate today. You close your eyes and you breathe in real deep and try not to cough. Then you just listen to yourself. You know how sometimes you'll be hiding from a Mantiqueen and you're trying to be quiet, so you focus real hard on your breathing and you can hear your heartbeat and you think how can this Mantiqueen not even hear me? And all of a sudden you have to sneeze and it reminds you of that time you were coming back with the delivery, and as you were putting it on Zora's table, you sneezed and it slipped and a bunch of things broke. Meditating is like that, only you're supposed to think of these things on purpose. Graham calls it, I don't remember what he calls it, something. He says it's your own eternal truth, bubbling up to the surface. And the things you remember are what you're supposed to focus on and try to improve. When we meditated, I mostly remembered that sitting on rocks hurts. Maybe I'm supposed to toughen up my tailbone. Zora's really smart, but you know what? Sometimes she can be such a bitch. I was supposed to get some info from her from Cascadia, but I couldn't find a way over without going through Marauders, so I gave up and stopped in at Fallbrook to pick up some supplies instead. When I was there, Chastity dropped in for a few games of whist. She's so cool. She's always playing games there. When I lose bits, I get really upset. I don't have much, so losing what I have, it hurts, you know? But Chastity can drop thousands on a single game and she's fine. Well, sometimes she drinks a bit and slams the table and storms out, but still, mostly she's cool about it and I admire that. Anyway, when I got back, Zora yelled at me because I was a little late. Something about medicine not getting here fast enough. Sigh. Graham just said to try not to lose track of time on my next run, and I promised I would. See, that's how you teach someone. Don't gotta yell and make them feel bad. Today Zora gave me permission to buy ammunition from Bronson. I don't think I want to, but she said I should just in case. But guns are really loud. I'd rather just run away than shoot one. Still, I'm kind of proud. Zora said it was like a promotion for something I found in the wilderness. Oh, for a promotion for something I found in the wilderness. I think it's a code for a door, but I'm not sure why it's important. I can't even get near the place without getting attacked. I asked her what a promotion is, and she smiled in a really sad way and told me I shouldn't worry about it. This will be my last entry. Sorry, diary, you've been a very good listener, but our time has come to an end. This terminal was making a horrible beeping noise yesterday, and someone smashed it while I was out. And now I can't save more diaries. Milton can't fix it. And plus he says I should stop coming into his house to write when he's not around. Whoever smashed poor terminal, if you're reading this, sucks sulfur. Let's repair it, man. Storage capacity increase. Logs prior to the most recent 4 entries are unretrievable, but new entries may now be saved. I gave that guy just what he needed. Alright.
Might be we could melt this.
Heavy machine gun. What do we have here? Armor parts. Alright, let's look for this Tucker kid.
All I'm saying is it ain't worth it. It's gonna taste like sulfur all the same. Nuh-uh.
Taro's got that sweet blood. This is a full-grown adult man. I thought it was gonna be a kid. I know your terminal's out of storage, but if you break this one, things are gonna go tits up around here. Anyone else, long as you know what you're doing, go ahead and clear work orders out whenever you can. Steam coming out of the roof. Description: the pipes on top of my house are gonna burst. They're leaking steam. Someone ought to fix this before they explode, or the steam hurts somebody. Okay. I can't fix that. I can fix that. Looks like sprats chewed through the wires on the side of the bar. They're sparking up a storm. Nice. Haven't heard from the Rapt House. We ain't heard from the Rapt House in a while. Sent Milton over. Ain't heard from him either. Someone needs to go check it out. Dear Diary, eat it. Hux. Erase work order. The door to the examiner's residence above the med bay is stuck and is completely sealed. Can someone get this thing open? Engage remote force door lever operation. I didn't even need levels on anything for that one. Just did it. Alright, man, talk to me.
Looks like I'm not the only new face around here. What do I call you, stranger?
This guy's face looks familiar. I'm Captain Kit.
Welcome to Amber Heights, Captain. Call me Tucker. You here to join the Iconoclasts? Help us free this world?
Free from what?
Why, from the yoke of corporate tyranny. It's what all us Iconoclasts strive for, with Graham at the helm. We want unfettered freedom, not the lies that MSI tries to sell in Stellar Bay. True escape from all rules and constraints. You want to know more? Listen to Graham's broadcasts. He's been tucking up a storm, working to elevate the minds of all the corporate drones in this colony, getting them to rise up.
No limits or no rules or limits sounds like a utopia. You're describing pure anarchy. Rules are needed for people to coexist. Let's get on his good side.
Just look at what a paradise Amber Heights is. We could take this world, no, galaxy-wide.
Only the vastly ignorant, such as one who has never even seen a picture of Byzantium, could call this a paradise.
I've heard of that place. Graham once said the folks who live there are bound by chains they themselves bought. Sounds awful.
This guy sounds like an idiot. Tucker, you're Agnes's little boy from Stellar Bay?
I am not a little boy. Haven't been one for decades, no matter what my mama wishes. I take it she's still looking for me? I'd hope she'd accept my decision.
She made it seem like you were in danger, asked me to rescue you. She offered a reward to anyone who brings you back to Stellar Bay.
Let me guess. You're here to collect it. Well, I can tell you right now, it is not gonna happen. I won't go back. My entire life, she locked me in Stellar Bay because she was afraid. Don't go play with friends. Mantisaurs will tear your arms off. Don't leave the city. Raptidons will spit acid on your face. Marauders can violate you.
Oh boy.
You'd fall in a sulfur pool. I stuck around way too long, ruled by her fears. I'm 42 years old, but she still sees me as a little boy in need of her protection. I won't stand for it, I tell you.
I was expecting a child as well. So what do you want to do about it? She'll keep sending people to look for you.
Stars, I don't know. My mama's a stubborn woman. She won't quit until I'm dead. You know, that might just work. You go back and tell her you found my body beside the road, all mangled and tore up. If she believes me dead, she won't look for me no more.
How am I supposed to know it was your body? If we do this, I'd need some proof that it was your body I found.
Oh, right. I guess you could take my daddy's ring. I've worn it ever since he died. Mama would recognize it right away. You take this back to Stellar Bay. Tell my mama I died and you found that on my body. I know it'll be hard on her, but it's the only way.
Definitely not bringing him back to that crazy woman. Alright, I need higher dialogue. I do need higher hack too. Well, persuade is what I want, so. Let's see. Reduce the penalties to accuracy. Immediately resetting a cooldown. Using a companion ability as a chance to reset the other companion ability's cooldown. Gain some TTD meter when you kill an enemy. Increases damage dealt by science weapons. Oh yeah, let's do that. Nice, it puts me on tier 3. Stacks with weird sides. Your next attack is after killing an enemy is a guaranteed critical hit. Ooh. That's pretty good. More carry capacity as well. Whenever you're affected by a harmful combat effect, you deal increased damage. Reduce the detection radius of enemies when you have no companions in your party. Your ranged attacks reduce the target's armor rating by 1 point per hit. When you use the inhaler, any downed companions are revived with a small amount of health. That is a good one. Headshot kills explode, damaging nearby enemies. When you're at low health, you deal increased damage. Yeah. Now, let's see actually. This hammer. Holy crap, yeah. It's way better. What about this one? 163. Yeah. Alright, before I head back, Fallbrook to buy the sun. Oh, okay, that's what's in Cascadia. Well, first I'm gonna equip this, but where are those people I'm supposed to talk to? Are they supposed to be in here? Ash, that guy has a name. That's not the name of the guy. I'm gonna steal these mag picks. There's a dude sitting right here. Not a real dude though. He's no real boy. I've seen real boys. Alright.
Never seen you before.
Never seen you before either, but I'm new here.
Take my advice. Move on. Get off world if you can. If you can't,
man.
Get to the bay. I've been halfway around T1. Monarch, they call it now. Been around it twice. Stood at the hot pole and the cold. Nothing on this moon for nobody. There's a lot of heartbreak.
What's your story?
It's pretty simple, kid. I sit at the bar, I drink, I mind my own business.
Oh.
That's it.
Okay. You said you've been around the whole moon. You must know a few things no one else does. I can buy you a bottle or I can bust one over your head, and don't call me kid. I overheard somebody saying you were the best to ask about the real monarch.
Whoever said that must have been lying. Or maybe they was drunk. I don't know nothing a dozen better folk couldn't tell you. Look, you want to buy the drinks, I'll do my bit to keep you entertained. Just don't ask me to dance.
Buy yourself a drink.
I can't repay no kindnesses now. Alright, so. I reckon one of the most interesting places I've been is the hot pole. You know what that is?
Nope. Got no idea.
This moon ain't big enough to rotate. It's locked. One side always facing Olympus, the other always facing away. Olympus might not be a star, but it throws off assloads of heat.
I don't think that's a thing.
Monarch's hot pole is the part that's closest to the gas giant. It's in the middle of this big mountain plateau. Volcanoes so high the peaks are in space.
If there's no air, how did you survive? So it's hot, it's high, and there's no air, or not much. Nice views though.
O2 breathers. The heat from Olympus is worse though. Close your eyes, you can see rays bursting through your eyeballs. Little streaks of light. The funny thing is, then in the middle there's just smooth rock. Circular-like. All the dust blown away. Pale gray with hair-fine cracks all over. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I was lightheaded from the O2. But I felt like I had to take off the breather for a moment, put my ear to the ground.
It's hot enough to boil water and you put your ear against a rock?
I did get a burn on the lobe before I smartened up. Put a towel under me. It was at the edge of hearing. Deep down, far off, irregular. Tap, 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 tap. The sound of a bird pecking out of a shell.
You made that whole thing up. You had me go in there a minute. Good story, definitely with the drink. Well, what's it mean?
Hell if I know. When there's a groundquake now, I hold my breath. Because I don't know if it's Olympus squeezing us for gravity, or wings getting stretched.
What happened to you here?
A great many things. I'll tell you what. You want to listen to an old man ramble? There might be a job in it for you.
Alright.
I used to run with a squad of mercenaries here. Good folk. A fella named Lamont introduced me. Thing is, I ain't seen them in an age. Stands to reason they got themselves ate.
Mercenaries? What'd they do?
Mostly we protected folk from the beasts here. If it spat, scratched, or stung, we'd kill it for you. So long as you had the bits. We split ways around the time this twice-fucked moon got abandoned. Thing is, I got myself some fond memories. We had some keepsakes of ours we kept in a lockbox. And I've been thinking about seeing it found.
You want mementos? What, photographs? Or what if they're still alive? Can you find them yourself? Alright, one lockbox coming right up. What if they're still alive?
I'll be glad for it, but I ain't stupid. This planet tends to get people killed. I just want some closure.
You want mementos? What, photographs? Or...
thereabouts.
Wow, that's it? Alright. One lockbox coming right up.
Appreciate it, kid. I'm marking outposts on your map. You spend a lot of time out there. Might be a good place to start. Here's a key for the door.
Where is this bigwig I'm supposed to find? Does he live through here? Oh wow, there's just dead bodies. Everywhere.
Stringy bastard. Good thing Sora needs tendons.
There's a building I can go in. Shears? It's a weapon too, wow. Salmon. Ezekiel. Manta infested. Tried antibioticals, no effect. Alcohol poisoning, no effect. Acid trip, no effect. Current status, no longer with us. Wow. Ronnie, fractured ankle, left. Current status, splintered, reset covering. Ivers, multiple bullet wounds, chest, arm. Right, leg, right. Current status, no longer bleeding out, but a couple of shells still remain. Recovery unlikely. Milson, acid burns, face, hand left, arm left. Current status, ointments, gauze, a lot of booze.
Easy does it.
I can't steal from sleeping people. Look how much ammo I have for this freaking thing.
It ain't right. How many good folk we gonna lose to our mission? No, all I'm saying is you gotta be more careful throwing away lives like that.
Energy cell. Adreno. Nothing in there.
A Manta Queen.
Yeah. We felled it, mind. But
Graham.
we lost
and
2 runners
Sora.
and 5 gun hands.
A total failure then. So much for the ruins.
And hell only knows where the Vanoys are. They never showed.
I'm sure they're... let's talk later. It seems we have company.
Aw. Talk to me, talk to me.
A stranger comes to our
Oh,
home.
wow.
If you're looking for a path to walk, you've found one. If you're looking for a teacher, I am one.
The Leaning Tower of Chisa. What do you teach?
The truth that I have come to learn and embrace since shedding the corporate yoke. Out here, we survive by the sheer strength of our spirit. We have no need for the endless rules and red tape of a corporate structure.
We do seem to burn through endless ammunition and medical tape, though.
Yes, well, such is life. Our descendants will enjoy safety and luxury, but our generation is the foundation on which that future is built. Now, why have you come?
I'm just looking for ways to help the people here. Anything need doing? Yeah, let's do that.
A great many things, in fact.
We could always use a hand rounding up supplies.
Didn't ask you, to be honest.
Now, here's an idea. There's an old printing press I've been trying to get up and running.
A printing press on Monarch?
Oh, yes. Many facilities lie abandoned in the wilderness.
Abandoned?
I believe the press could be operational again with a little elbow grease and luck. Will you aid us in our cause?
This guy's voice sounds familiar. Sure.
Wonderful. I requisitioned replacement rollers for it some time ago. Huxley should have delivered them yesterday. Speaking of which, where is Huxley?
You bought rollers? You haven't even cleared the wraps out yet. What are you doing wasting bits on... Wait, where is Huxley?
Who is Huxley?
It seems we're out a runner. If you intend to help our cause, I'll ask you to meet our MSI supplier in her stead.
I am getting some Matt Mercer vibes off of this dude. Let me see. Oh, Roger Craig Smith. Interesting. He regularly played Captain America in Marvel games and TV shows, and has played Sonic the Hedgehog across mediums for many years. Interesting. MSI supplies you?
One of our sympathizers. A woman named Carlotta periodically buys goods on our behalf from Stellar Bay's store. Stellar Bay has caught on, but they remain friendly, though the goods now come at a considerable markup.
Where is the supplier?
She meets us in the ruins of Bayside Terrace. From our compound, follow the road north.
I wonder if her name is Nina Huxley.
Wonderful. While you're at it, I wonder if Carlotta still has those high-capacity cartridges? Grab a few, will you? There should be some funds left over from the last shipment. We can use them to copy and modify radio serials. Yes, not just magazines, but their precious dramas.
Unbelievable. I hope I don't have to tell you this, but if there is extra money, would you mind buying, I don't know, food and medicine? Graham, if you need me, I'll be in triage.
No, I want to speak to you.
I'm gonna need to buy myself an entire Rizzo plant after all this.
Speak to me.
Nice day, huh?
Okay, fine.
Monarch, anyway.
Greetings, friend.
I have some questions.
All right.
Tell me about the Iconoclasts.
The Iconoclasts are free folk. We live under our rules, motivated by our own beliefs, all petals on the same flower of enlightenment. Meanwhile, the board strangles the will of its workers. It is the penultimate exercise of a poisoned society where people are enslaved by a corporate ladder. We seek to replace their way of life with ours. Philosophism is the key to unlocking their shackles.
But it'd be dangerous to let anarchy run rampant. From what I've seen, I have to agree anarchy would be better. Is this why the board has cordoned off Monarch?
Oh, yes. Gunships hover in our skies, ready for the day they decide to come to our doors waving banners of war. The perception of visionaries is often tainted by the lies of their oppressors. A sad state of affairs, to be sure.
I want to know more.
Awakening is available to all whose minds are ready to accept it. What would you like to know?
I would like to know what you think Bakonu meant when he wrote, "Your work is to discover the truth, and then with all your heart, give yourself to it."
Ah, how refreshing to have a scholar among us. Bakonu's text simply refers to our entire purpose, assisting the universe in realizing its own truth. Let it guide us as it will.
It refers to giving oneself over to the plan. It is not some paean to an invisible creator in the sky.
Let them talk.
Were there a truth to the grand plan in the first place, I and Bakonu might agree. But what we see as divine purpose is just one facet of the universe figuring itself out. To quote, "As a child looking at the leg of an elephant, unable to view it whole, we mistake the tiny scope of our understanding as the unfathomably large purpose of the universe."
You're not completely full of shit, I'll give you that. Even if you do twist things beyond recognition to suit your own beliefs.
Let him talk.
Were my teachings beyond recognition, I dare say I wouldn't have a small army of followers who understand and believe.
I owe you an apology. I expected you to be a complete idiot. I'd say you're actually more in the 25% idiocy range.
Likewise. Now, I'm sorry. What was it you were asking?
I hear the word eternal thrown around a lot. What is it?
Ah, the eternal. We are all part of the consciousness of the cosmos. Each of us plays a tiny role in the universe's continual journey toward understanding itself. You and I, and the rats and the mantis swarms. Divinity is in us all, and the eternal is that divinity.
Even OSI, are their members similarly divine?
Everyone, regardless of ability to believe, is another facet of the universe contemplating its own existence.
Ability to believe? I think you mean inability to tell fantasy from truth, which rules out any knowledgeable scientician.
Let us be clear. Neither of us can lay claim to being knowledgeable on this topic. It is a matter of belief. It is not as if OSI has gone and proven anything. Regardless, what were you saying?
Do you believe in a creator?
Not in the sense of a single entity, fashioning the universe as a whittler fashions a flute. The universe came into being over time, organically, naturally, and without purpose. In that sense, I suppose you could say that, in the interest of finding its purpose, the universe itself created all living things.
The universe doesn't need to find its purpose. It is a mathematically perfect equation that gives mankind purpose.
That we'd consider ourselves in any way capable of understanding the universe, much less an equation that drives it, is nothing but hubris.
The Vicar is really getting in this convo. What do you mean by an awakening?
The point of no return. When your mind fully opens to the eternal truth. Every philosophist experiences it along the path to enlightenment. For many, it is the first brush with the cold of death, when they realize that all of their lives have boiled down into the single truth of that moment. Mine was witnessing my friend and colleague transform into the very evil we sought to combat. Now he runs MSI, just like the overlords before him.
What friend was that?
Sanjar Nandi. He leads MSI out of Stellar Bay. Such a shame, the way his sensibilities have been corrupted over time.
They were friends.
All right. Why have you come?
Alright. Well, let's... Well, what's in here? Just keeping some ammo in the kitchen, don't worry. That's where ammo belongs. Access files on the Halcyon colony. Wow, okay. The board's lies. The board vastly overestimates their authority and grasp on power. Without the Earth Directorate's military might to back them up, they would not be able to maintain their life-draining grip on the colony's throat. They spread lies and misinformation to confuse and impress the masses. Perhaps that's one of the reasons they have not allowed any colony ships since the Hope's disappearance. They've had 70 years to condition their good little workers to follow their directives, unquestionably. Their lies become more and more transparent as the years pass and will soon be too obvious for even the most deluded colonists to see. A man from Byzantium told us of an acquaintance who had been arrested for carrying Philosophist text, not teaching, not evangelizing, just carrying. They oppress any truth that threatens their corrupt structure. Is this what we want? Do we want to live in a society where we can be sent to Tartarus for our beliefs? No! Their workers' minds are poisoned, their will shackled, their dreams hamstrung. This can stand no longer. We must tear this entire regime down. I hope to someday publish a greater work in which I can more expansively lay out what is so clear to me, that our society's obsession with corporate-run life has stifled and crippled humanity's ability to grow. Alas, for now I can only collect my scattered thoughts into this barely functional machine. In my younger and more vulnerable days, I bought into the attraction of the corporate ladder, a measured, quantifiable way with which to judge oneself against one's peers. It provided motivation, meaning, yet my spirit longed for more than just a paycheck. It yearned to reach out and connect with my fellow man. It sought a connection, it sought kin, it sought a familial unit. The corporations claim they are that familial unit, but they treat us like pets. We beg for scraps at the table, and if they are so kind as to drop one, we praise the ground they tread on, while they usher us into kennels called homes. We attach ourselves to contractually obligated familial units, strangers to whom we share no more connection than the employers seeking to empower themselves by our unions. We bear children out of obligation to our executives who demand a constant workforce. We slave away in the vain hope that someday we too will be like these executives, until the day we die, and our process burned and filed away as another tick on the human resources paperwork. We have built ourselves into a cold, unthinking, efficient machine, and in doing so, have abandoned all the warmth humanity is capable of. I weep for all of us. Oops, I did not mean to do that. I often recall my former friend who once sought to dismantle the corporations as I still do. When he took ownership of our corporation, I held him in such contempt. Our corporation? So this guy was a part of MSI. I called him a coward, a betrayer. He was becoming the very thing we hated. Now I'm not so sure. Recently I've come to accept that his heart was more closed than mine. I cannot expect every man to be able to open himself to the eternal truth as I have. Some are just not capable of. And so it is a tragic thing. Tragic that he is weaker than I'd hoped. That he cannot fight for a cause. I can empathize with tragedy. Should the day come when the metal of our spirits clash against one another, that empathy will shield me from guilt. Like the board, he now stands across our path, arms crossed, stubbornly resistant to the eternal truth. Like the board, he spreads, nay, celebrates, the poison that cripples our society. Like the board, his stubbornness will only blind him to his inevitable fall. Tragic. Access files on the Iconoclast. personal thoughts regarding Zora. For someone who is committed to the Iconoclast way, I fear that Zora is slipping off the true path. More and more often, I fear her attachment to the materialism of our oppressors sways her decisions more than the search for the guiding truth that will save us. She often tells me that our people are hungry. I agree. Their spirits long for fulfillment, a much more powerful power than any pang of an empty gut. Of all the things to motivate a person, I'm finding freedom has been the most powerful. Many of them still remember being slaves to the corporate structure, recalling those painful memories lights their fire anew. A man from Fallbrook stopped through on his way to Stellar Bay. After thumbing through our pamphlet, he asked me, "How can we survive without money?" I found an appropriate metaphor in gas masks. When clearing a mantis swarm nest, we wear masks to ward off poisonous fumes. Even after a nest is cleared, the fumes may remain for some time. Thus we wear the masks until we are safe to breathe. Until the very last dregs of our poisonous corporation society are gone, the attachment to bits will remain. Though their use is uncomfortable, and though they stifle our spirit just as the masks are ill-fitting and limit our vision, we must persist with them until we can cast them aside. As our numbers grow, I find that more and more of our population turns to the written word of my pamphlets. I'm happy to continue making them, but I must find a more efficient way to print and distribute this reading material. I wonder if that old printing press might be convinced to run once more. Wouldn't that be something? To return to my duties as editor in a publication, only this time of my own control and not stifled by the rules and regulations of style guides and grammar books. Nobody will tell me where to put a comma. I'll put them where they belong, as decreed by the eternal truth. Files on the universe. Influence drift. Drop something. Okay. When I realized the truth of philosophism, I immediately wondered how I can be the first to recognize the poisonous spiral that has shaped our society. Then one day I was talking to, of all people, Huxley. She once lamented that she'd like nothing more than a pet canid. I confessed to know very little about animal behavior, as I am much more concerned with the animal that is mankind, but I stressed that I didn't think such a thing was possible. She let it go, but some weeks later Zora reported the strangest thing: stories of a marauder with a canid follower. I don't know if it had been sighted here or on Terra 2, but I immediately thought of Huxley and her reckless, wild imagination. I wondered if she had told other people, and if word had spread of the possibility until it wriggled its way into the mind of marauders somewhere. Ideas are insidious. If even a marauder, mindless husk that it is, can be convinced of an idea, there must be hope for the workers of this colony, poisoned as they are against the eternal truth. If we can shout so loudly that the truth inches its way into the collective consciousness, I am confident it will spread to the rest of the cosmos. It is very difficult to face the eternal truth, that everything happens for a reason, that life and everything in it is the will of the cosmic consciousness, can be a terrifying one. There's an urge among us all to control the parameters of one's life. This urge is so powerful that it suppresses the eternal truth simply by existing. Mankind has not shed the weight of its own shackles, and so I find that spreading philosophism is unnecessarily difficult. But the universe cannot suppress it forever. Biology changes, creatures adapt and evolve, we overcome our urges for the better of our species. Someday our minds will be born more open to this idea. Until then, I must not abandon hope. I feel like I just read a communist manifesto. Is this the hospital? Yeah, let's see if I can talk to her.
Sorry about earlier. Graham and I don't always see eye to eye. Besides, we just got our asses kicked in the ruins. Not a great time to yammer on about his printing press.
Yeah. It's less than other things, though. Like, there's so much reading in Skyrim. And I haven't played Final Fantasy 13, but I heard there's a lot of reading in that game. You run the triage clinic here?
Yeah. Name's Zora. I've been patching up the Iconoclast since day one. Whenever Graham's lack of foresight gets someone hurt, I get them back on their feet. If I can.
So you're a Sawbones.
I was a long time ago.
I don't know
Over
what
in
that
Cascadia.
means.
Rizzo was trying to sweeten up animal parts, and often that meant a lab coat got bit. Now I'm whatever I need to be to keep these folks from bleeding out.
It does seem wasteful to buy press parts rather than food.
Hey, you got some decency in you. Careful. That's rare around these parts, and folks are liable to try and take advantage of it.
Do you always talk to your leader like that?
When he's being an idiot, sure.
What happened in the ruins?
A Mantiqueen showed up out of nowhere, and I guess the gunfire attracted Raptidons. It was a damn bloodbath. Listen, unless this is urgent, I need to oversee the wounded.
Need any help?
You want to do us a favor or two? Go talk to Bronson. He's always looking to pass his work off on someone else. For now, I gotta get to the wounded.
I didn't
Welcome
see
to Amber Heights.
Bronson, I don't think. Unless it was that guy I talked to first. I was like, what the heck? Oh, I have 2 pages of inventory now. Alright, well... Retrieve the missing passcode. That's in Stellar Bay. And then I have to go to Fallbrook. That's in Stellar Bay. Stellar Bay. Investigate an outpost. Fallbrook. Stellar Bay. Okay, well, I'm gonna do this one.
Disarray level analysis. Utter it.
Man, this thing is still far away. Yay, another mag pick. This is the most open area I've been to so far in the game, though. Oh my gosh.
The strong survive and the weak perish.
I rocked that shit. Wow. Why am I on fire?
This area has been sanitized.
That was a big ass enemy.
Object cannot be cleaned. Object is not in optimal condition for cleaning.
Who is that? Weston Sloan. Huh. Wonder if I could make that jump. Oh no.
Take cover!
Wah, wah, wow. Or if it's gonna kick me back any. Okay. Cool. Just right to before I left. So I don't have to redo anything. So I'm gonna have to go the opposite direction. When the road splits. Because that road just ends in the middle of the air. Yeah, so go this way.
Avoid contact with eyes. Liquid is caustic.
If I fall in, you'll pull me out, right?
I will not pull you out. I would be happy if you died.
Course detected. Has been sanitized.
Understood. I'll keep my head down.
Sentry mode activated.
You're dead.
Detected.
I'll take your money. I'll take your ammo. I'll take your necklace. You can keep that. I don't need it. Ooh. My headphones just made a pop. It's not pleasant. Is this Fallbrook?
Unit was unable to complete scheduled sanitization service due to the following reason. Locked door.
Exactly.
So there's other shit I can do here. I'm probably going to use my fast travel for the first time, because I don't know if I can do that mission without Parvati with me. But I brought the darn robot with me. Oh, my chair's rolled over my cord. Okay. Oh look, another person waiting to greet me.
Trouble checking in? Or you might need directions to the amenities? If you're locked out of your cabin, a replacement key costs 50 bits.
Heck yeah, I'll take a cabin. Tell me about the amenities.
No reservation, no problem. Day trippers are always welcome in our saloon. Straight back and to the right. If you hit the falls, you've gone too far. Check in with Ms. Malin. She'll set you straight.
Will do,
I
man.
am here to anticipate and facilitate your needs, patron.
Where am I? What is this place?
Yes, it's true. Fallbrook really is the best kept secret in all of Monarch, excepting the Borst Factory's secret ingredient. We're a leisurely stopover for the more adventurous spacefaring traveler. Understand?
No.
Man, oh man, it has been a blue moon since I had to break out the hook'em spiel. Allow me to paint a picture in your mind. A parcel of pure paradise nestled beneath a waterfall within a mountain. We've got activities of leisure. We got proclivities for vice. We got booze and bets and non-communal beds. Sublight owned and run, so
I
you know you're
see.
safe while you're breaking the laws. Check in at the saloon to start spending your bits now.
Lilia sent to me. Where's Catherine?
You're looking for Ms. Malin. On an errand for the boss lady? Oh, that sounds ominous. Yeah. Ms. Malin won't like that a whit.
Free, that's okay. Just point me toward Miss Malin.
She's not but just down the way. A 10 to 1 says she's either pouring drinks or skinning a sprat in the saloon. Word to the wise, Ms. Malin don't take kindly to interlopers. When I said sprat, I didn't mean the sort with whiskers and a tail.
Oh. I'll be back. I don't know why I said I'll be back. I don't really want to talk to that guy again.
Disgusting!
Alright, let's go find this Reginald fellow. This guy has a name. Talk to me.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Can you not see I'm walking here?
Oh, he got that flavor. You don't look like you're walking.
Physically, you mean? In my mind, I have traveled galaxies. Well, it is of no consequence, I assure you. I shall embark shortly with my legs.
To where?
I'm not entirely decided. If I'm being honest, I think I'd fancy a visit to Tartarus, so long as it's under the shield of my fantastical imagination.
Carry on then, you weirdo. Look at that vending machine I discovered, even though I was facing the opposite direction. Range weapon plus 5 skills, plus 5 block, plus 5 stealth, or minus 5 stealth. Thug. This guy's name is the Chet. That's quite a name.
No, but thank you. I'm quite alright as I am.
Wait, what?
Oh, you're still here. I said I don't require anything at this time.
This guy's pissing me off.
Run along now. I've had more than enough to satisfy my thirst for one evening.
What's your deal?
Deal? A rather bad one indeed. The fella swore Fallbrook was unrivaled in its leisurely pursuits. But it seems to me the whole town is designed primarily to leech one's bits. And now that I've run dry, or nearly so, the fellas have abandoned me back to Byzantium. You wouldn't leave a friend in need, I'm sure. Don't suppose I could just ask you to scram.
Where can I find Catherine?
Can't fathom why you'd go searching her out. But it's your neck on the noose. I was told she runs the saloon.
Alright, you ass. Oh, I want to kill him. But I can't do it secretly, and everyone will attack me.
Want to make a run with me to Stella Bay?
boss lady told me to take the night off.
That's an empty chair.
Just got back from delivering to that house. This is Reginald's stuff, all right, but it looks like he's not home. Let's search the room. Try to figure out where he's gone.
Yep. Oddest thing. They started ordering cans of Borstlers, but only if they come from the CMP factory.
Makes you wonder what the secret ingredient.
I can't believe I'm still stuck in this law-forsaken town. But at least I think I may have finally found a spot with promise. Down the tunnel, on the riverbank outside of town. Produce 1 nugget and 2 teeth. I wonder if I can find a dentist who'd pay something for the teeth.
Sounds like Cheney's gone gold panning down on the river.
I really did want to kill that guy.
Guess even scholars need to find ways to make ends meet in exile.
He was so rude. He was a rude dude. Wait, is this guy not in town? What do we have here? Oh, some... Oh, really?
Nothing to optically process.
Here they come. Everyone all right?
I just killed a sentry. Okay. I entered into a gentleman's wager with several chaps at Billingsley regarding the nature and composition of the Spacer's Choice product, tarmac and cheese. I was quite certain the product did not contain actual tarmac, and my companions wagered that it certainly did not. Did contain actual tarmac. Okay. Lo and behold, investigation into the matter revealed that I had been the victim of a gross misunderstanding. Yet, how was I to know what manner of fare common factory workers eat? And how could Spacer's Choice be so irresponsible as to advertise that its product contains tarmac when it clearly does not? The damage to my reputation has been most grievous. I find myself unable to return to my previous haunts for fear of the stares and chuckles that will follow. My honor as a gentleman has been called into question, and has the nature of my relationship with livestock. Resolution. Denied. Improper form work. Claimant forgot to say the magic word. Fanny Cartwright. I've been an assistant saw operator with CMP for 5 years. Most of the blade guards broke last year, and management never replaced them. I lost my left ring finger last week as a result. Resolution. Denied. Negligible damage. Claimant is right-handed, so the magnitude of this loss is minimal. Updated claim. Loss of 3 fingers. The saw I was working came loose yesterday in account of CMP skipping routine maintenance checks. That accident took 2 fingers from my right hand, another from my left. Resolution denied. Self-disqualification. Claimant was missing a finger from a previous incident and should not have been operating sharp machinery. Updated claim. Loss of 4 fingers. Talat shift left Cyril Cates curd and they felt no ked me into the saw list for my into finger. Denied. Claim unintelligible. Filed on behalf of CNP. Assistant saw operator 16J, Cartwright F, lost several digits due to carelessness and negligence. She failed to heed prominently posted warnings about the state of our safety equipment, and her resultant injuries have decreased our factory's productivity and led to multiple stress headaches for management as we've struggled to reshuffle worker schedules around 16J. Loss of 1 worker. Oh, wow. Resolution approved. Oh. Oh man, I can't even open it. It's an interesting little cube. How am I meant to get to this guy? Oh, he's just down the street in this direction? Is that what this is? No. He's around the corner. Alright, here's another vending machine. I think it's weird that finding a vending machine gives me XP. Ooh. 46 base. What level is this armor? 19. Which means I wouldn't be able to upgrade it any. Still, I could put that flavor on one of my companions. So I'll buy that. Locked. Not even the opportunity to pick it. Just locked.
Always imagine fun. Cleaner, fancier, stocked with better booze.
Cheaper. I've emptied 14-bit cards in the last 2 hours.
That's 'cause
Leather helm with goggles. It has a surprisingly high armor rating for what it is.
Stand clear of Solvent Street.
Hallbook patron, thug, patron. What is over here? Oh, it's just a guy. He's just standing here.
Oh, hey, Vicar Max.
Did not expect this guy
What
to
are
be
you
Asian.
doing on Monarch? I thought scienticians ain't welcome here.
Haven't you heard? Everyone's welcome here. It's a fucking worker's paradise. But you wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Never worked a day in your miserable life. You're just a parasite, living off my goodwill. Well, guess what? My goodwill's exhausted, along with my temper.
This guy doesn't look like much of a scholar, Max. Care to explain?
This is the guy who told me about the book while we were in prison. I lied about finding a scholar. But I don't care about any of that anymore. I just want to inflict massive amounts of pain on this guy.
You're gonna give up everything you've ever believed in just for revenge?
Yes, that's about the long and short of it. Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. I was about to beat you. Severely.
Wait! I know who can translate the book for you.
It's too late for that. I threw away my life chasing fairy tales. Will punishing you fix any of that? Of course not. But by law, it will make me feel a whole lot better.
Max, stop. It's not too late. Maybe the answer you've been looking for is in that book.
Okay. Talk, Reggie.
It was stolen from some sort of expert on philosophism. Weird hermit lady on Scylla. My father used to deliver supplies to the mining outpost there.
There, that's sorted then.
I don't think so. A crazed hermit on Scylla? He's playing us for fools.
It's true. My father collected some extra bits on the side by diverting some of the supplies to the gal. The way he told it, he thought the book looked valuable, so he took it. Couldn't find any buyers when it turned out to not only be French, but banned as well.
What do you say, Vicar?
Fine. We've got more important things to do anyway.
And I think that's where I'm going to call it for the night. So, I'll be back tomorrow night. And I'll see you then. Alright. Peace out. Happy Halloween.